Today I'm going to share a trickster story with you. It's about Rabbit, who is one of the tricksters of the northern tribes. And he was ornery as usual and filling his oats, and he was mad at the chief of the tribes. They had handed out favorite foods to all of the animals, and he was fighting with the chief, so he didn't get his favorite food. So he went back and he decided Bear was one of the favorites of the tribe, and at that time Bear had a long fluffy tail, and he would dance and do tricks and entertain all the Indians in the tribe for the chief. And he was always really teasing and dancing and entertaining. And so he was they were going to have a big feast that night at the tribe, and Bear was going to dance and entertain for the tribe. And so Rabbit decided he was going to get even with them. He was mad, so he went out and he caught a whole bunch of fish, and he comes in carrying the fish, and Bear saw him and he said, "Man, you got a lot of good fish there. How'd you do it?" And he said, he said, "I'll teach you." He said, "But it's got to be our secret. I'll take you out and I'll teach you how to catch all the fish." And he said, "I go out." He said, "And I go ice fishing. And I cut a hole in the ice." He said, "And then I stick my tail in there. And then when all the fish come and bite my tail, and whenever they bite, I pull it out, and I've just got all of these fish." And Bear, "Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that." And he cut a hole in the ice, stuck his tail in there. And then when he did, the ice froze up around his tail and he got stuck. And he fought and he wiggled and couldn't get loose and pulled out. And when he did, he just had a little stump of a tail. And he was in pain and he was ashamed that he couldn't dance and perform with the sailor Melea that night. And from then on, Bear has always had a short little stubby tail and always just wiggles it. And he's ashamed he won't dance no more for the tribes. So Rabbit got his revenge, and the chief was really, really mad, and he went up to the chief and he demanded then, he said, "I'm going to get my favorite food." But the chief was mad at him, and he swung him around and around. He said, "Wherever you land, that's what your favorite food's going to be." And he landed in a plot of clover. He was hoping he'd land in the swamp and have to eat mud, but he didn't. He landed in a plot of clover, and that's why rabbits eat clover and cabbage and just the grass anymore.
Well, I sure appreciate that, and I will say a ho and a doe.